Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to talk about mind control, also known as undue influence. So, what is mind control? Stephen Hassan defined mind control in his book Combating called Mind Control as follows. Mind control is any system of influence that disrupt an individual's authentic identity and replace it with a false new one. End of quotes. The influence is carried out in an unethical way. That is why mind control can also be known as unethical influence. So please think for a moment. Imagine that you were under mind control influence right now. The question is, how will you know? Think for a moment. Well, the truth is that it will be next to impossible to know if you were under mind control without some external help. So let's take a look at this graph over here. So here we have an individual with his original old identity. If you ask this guy over here to let his son or daughter die because they cannot receive some particular medical treatment, he will reject the idea. But after going through mind control, this individual develops a new identity over here. If you ask this guy that he has to let die his son or daughter in order to obey the instruction of the leader of the cult, he will obey. Why? Well, we need to remember what we saw in our previous video. When an individual starts his first touch, his first contact with the cult through the recruitment and prison, he still has his old original identity. So the first thing that the cult's member want is this guy to start attending to meetings. They want him to start building new relationship, making new friends, and they also want him to stop associating with his old friends that doesn't are part of the cult. They wanted to stop associating with old friends and family. Why? Because those friends and family who are not part of the cult will wake up his old original identity. And they don't want that. They want to build a new identity. And the new friends that this individual will make here at the meetings and associated with the cult will help them to bring a new identity. So once this guy starts attending to the meeting, he will become a potential new member. And this guy will make new friends. He will stop talking with his old friends, and he will reduce the association that he has with his family, and probably stop talking with the family. That's very usual sometimes. And he will be accessing to new information, belief system, and he will go through a indoctrination process. And this will happen here. He will be under unethical influence. This unethical influence will be able to develop a new identity that will obey the instruction of the cult leaders. So how do we explain the process of developing this new identity through unethical influence? Well, Stephen Hassan explained this through the BITE model. BITE. B stands for behavior control. I stands for information control. T stands for thought control. And E stands for emotion control. So here, behavior, thought, and emotion are very important. Because if you are able to control one of these three, the other two will follow. For example, if you are able to control the behavior, thought and emotion will follow. And on this byte model, Stephen Hassan also include the information control. That is also very important. So I will give you some example related to these topics. So behavior control. So let's say that before you join the call, you like to dress in a particular way. But now when you join the call, if you are a Sheldon man, now you're supposed to wear ties and dress with suits, etc. You are not able to dress in a particular way. If it's a woman, probably she has to dress in another particular way. So that's a way to control the behavior. That's an example. Information control. Let's say that you used to watch the news, talk to everybody, access all kind of information, but now you cannot. For example, now you cannot talk with former members of the cult. Why is that? Because usually former members has information related to the crimes and the crazy things that the cult leader has done in the past. So they don't want you to know this information. So you only have access to the information that the cult leader wants you to access. Thought control. Let's say that you were exposed to some information that you were not supposed to get exposed. Now, the leaders want you to stop thinking, and they introduce some techniques. So when you hear something that you're not supposed to hear, or when you saw something that you were not supposed to see, just stop thinking. Just stop criticizing the leaders. That's an example of thought control. Emotional control. Control of the emotion. In the previous video, we provide an example of love bombing. And usually when people attend for first time to meetings, usually people go and say hello and is super friendly with this potential new member, and they are super warm and emotional with people. That's actually a way to control emotion. And there are some other ways. So in the next video, we are going to go deeply through the byte model. Hope you have enjoyed this video. If you do so, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments, please put it down below. And that's pretty much all for today. Thank you very much. Take care and bye-bye.